Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the next part. I forgot to hit record when I selected start mission, but literally all it showed so far was you're back in the library and lady's waking up. Actually, you guys missed something extremely amazing, but I'm just not telling you about it so you don't feel like you missed out. Okay, mission 19. Topple the great beast with Fate's bullet. The way he flung himself out of that mirror made me think of Mario jumping out of a pipe in Mario 64 at the beginning. Okay, we fought these guys before. Oh, crud. My hand wasn't on the controller. Fought these guys before, but not with my hand off the controller. They're not difficult, they just have a lot of HP, I think. I remember these guys having a lot of HP. This background setting's very mysterious. You know, I've already talked about how ambiguous the setting of this game is. The fact that they don't really explain anything in the setting makes it very intriguing. I don't know if that's intentional, though. Submerge. Submerge in the blood. And then they pop out for a surprise attack. That's something they couldn't do before. The fact that they're really using these enemies as something special here makes me wonder why they would make me fight them earlier in the game if they only made me fight them once. It was once in some hallway with stairs. It wasn't really special or anything. They could have just made me fight other random enemies, and then their appearance here would be more significant. Okay. This game loves mirrors. This game franchise, I mean. Oh, wait. Is one of them not real? I can't hit them. Obviously, I have to do something with the mirrors. They look a lot bigger in the mirror, too. What the heck? I look a lot bigger in the mirror, though, I think. Okay, so I think I have to hit them while I'm in the reflection of the mirror. Okay, because I can't see myself in all of them. It's going to take a long time. Because these bosses have a lot of HP. Substance projects image, and image punishes substance. Is that kind of like the theory of forms? Somewhat. Or they were just... Or even they didn't know what they were talking about. I'm sure there have been many a drug-induced writing session in media. In the creation of media, I mean. This is annoying. The mirror only stays up for a few seconds. I only have a few seconds to hurt them. I'm still not hurting them, though. Stop the vicious circle by bending time and space. Like something can be inserted here. Huh? Do I have to find something in the room? Oh, you have to break the mirror. I think. Yeah, normally it doesn't make that effect. Okay. Is that it? No, I guess you have to break each mirror. And each time there's going to be more enemies in here. I do not think you can shoot the mirror, because then you could just stay in the middle. Huh. It's going to get crowded in here. I got health. Okay, never mind, only 2. I was about to say, it can barely fit 3. There's no way it's going to fit, like, 5 or 6. Why did... They were standing still. Why did Dante miss the sword throw? Oh. That was spicy. Although, I'm using a cold weapon, so I should really say that was chilling. Save the spicy... Save the spicy compliments for fiery attacks. What? Finally. Samsara. Sculptor symbolizing the time-space continuum. Wasn't I just here? I wasted that HP, didn't I? Oh, wait, no, I have to go put that somewhere. Wait a minute, what about the mirror room? The mirror room said something could be inserted there. But all I had to do was break mirrors twice. Oh, so they did hide HP around here. For the boss gauntlet that I neglected to pick up. And this is where I just came from. Dante, you need to communicate with me a bit better. Here we go. It's weird that I couldn't go directly back here. End of the line. This is the time to stock up on items if I'm not planning on buying anything. Wonder if I should buy 3 blue orbs or... I think these will serve more of a benefit than getting abilities or something, because obviously you'd rather have abilities than consumables throughout the game, throughout the playthrough, but since I'm near the end, I can focus on short-term boons. Short-term aids. I can't get any more of those. I don't know if 2 small ones would equal 1 big one. So I don't know what's more cost efficient there. I should have bought that earlier.
Why do you always stick your nose in other families' business? Come on, dude. Don't you have any hobbies?
Oh, 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 oh.
Wasn't so hideous. Can't you tell by looking at me?
Oh.
Anyway, that shape suits you better. Let's begin the event.
Okay. So, gun's not doing anything. I don't know if I can walk in the middle of the room. I don't know if I'm going to get sucked in or if I can walk over it. And this is not the final boss because this isn't even the last mission. Ew, they're like leeches. Like slugs. It's the eclipse! This makes me think of the Berserk eclipse. This is... what the... That's terrifying. I think you okay, you can't hurt him by hurting these leeches, but you might have to, beat them to... Oh, the AoE here might be good. Yeah, you have to beat them to make him show back up. What hit me? Each time? I think those are supposed to look like horns, but they look more like antenna. Or it makes them look like a slug. Yeah, Lady's gun here is really helpful for that part. Glad I brought it. Okay, so I can walk over the middle. I was avoiding it, but I was also not trying to avoid it too much because like part of me wanted to walk over it to see if I could. What is hurting me there? It happened last time too. Oof. He shows back up before all the slugs are gone. But he's fused with it, so it's not really 100% either. Hey.
I've come to retrieve my power. You can't handle it. Look at you, making a big dramatic entrance and stealing my spotlight. What? You don't possibly believe that he deserves to be our main event now, do you?
How meta.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
Vergil was the game developer speaking there. You don't think this guy will be the final boss, do you? He's not a good enough antagonist.
You cannot control the power of Sparta. You're wasting your time, buddy. I think he needs to learn the hard way.
Okay. He follows Dante's lead, but still spins off his own special style. Press O to call him by my side. So is it a style that's equipped? Can't utilize demon form. This is... Okay, so I'm basically controlling two characters at once. That's interesting. Immediately die. I can't use my meter for anything, though. That sucks. Vergil, why are you so far away from me? I wonder if I could call him back and then use my meter. I'm going to say yes, I have a lot. Even though I'm going to wish I saved that for the actual final boss. Scum. So I can't attack in the air anymore because I don't have... Vergil, can you get back here? I can't call him back. Can I just use him to zone? Why can I not hit it? Where are the hitboxes? Where have the hitboxes gone? If I die here and load, I get to keep my yellow orb, right? Oof. I'm just going to zone him out near the end here. Okay, Vergil, your time to shine. You finish him off. Clearing out the slugs or leeches with the bazooka is pretty satisfying. They're acting like this is the rough part, and then when he comes back in, that's when you can hurt him, but... I get hurt more often when he's out here like this. What? I'm not using two for a single fight. How many do I have? Only two? I'm loading. Huh? Oh, that's like unlocks. Can you not load? Restart the mission. No! I have to do all this again! Curse me! Okay, well, I'll get back to you guys when I get back to that spot. Okay, everyone, I made it back with my sanity. Although, now that I know that if you use a continue orb, a yellow orb, and then die anyway, that when you respawn, you're going to be missing it even then. I'd rather not use it, because if that happens, I'm going to restart the whole mission, so I wouldn't have wasted it. And if I have to restart the whole mission, I wind up wasting more time than if I just didn't use the orb and attempted the boss again from the start. So I'd rather save the orbs for the final boss fight if I legitimately think that using them will help me, you know, will make the difference between me beating him or not. So instead of buying 2 this time, I'm only going to buy 1. And I'm saving them for the actual final boss. Now that I know I can't really use my meter that much in that fight, that makes this less valuable. Let's get more of these. I just realized, why did I not use these? I had so many of these and I didn't use any of them. I never used them. I forgot I could. I could get 3 of these, but it's really expensive. I think the amount of health I can refill by buying these would be more than the amount of health gained from that. So, I'd rather be getting these. Oh, does it cap at 5,000? Okay. Do I want Swordmaster? Doesn't really matter since it switches over later. Okay, let's wrap this up. Forbidden Nirvana. Didn't catch the name last time. You can avoid his attacks pretty easily if you stay in the air. But you can't really do that as easily when they take away Swordmaster. Whew. That's pretty satisfying. I need to keep reminding myself I can just chug those green orbs if I need to. But I can't go to town with it yet until the final boss. Might as well use up this meter, since I won't be able to use it soon. Yeah, the bazooka is way more efficient. It's nice if you can get them all on one side. Like that. Really? To call Vergil to your... Okay, so pressing O just resets his position, I think. Can't throw my sword. Okay, time to chug. There's a lot for it being small. Yeah, even three health items is... 3 health items is still not worth as much as a yellow orb, so I should have used those first. But I don't use items very often, so... didn't think of it. I think the most feasible option here in the end, without Blade Master, is to just use the gun to finish him off, which obviously will take a while since I have to clear out these slugs first. Come on, Vergil. What even hit me? I keep hitting O because I'm so used to doing combos with Blade Master. Ooh, that does so much. That killed me last time. Oh wow, that did a lot. It's better to use the big ones and then top off your HP with the small ones so you're not wasting as much. Vergil's doing a pretty significant amount of damage, though. What even hit me? Okay, one more batch. Okay, Vergil, you do the honors. Asylum, because Arkham Asylum. Okay, I see what you did there. Did they really get it from Batman and not Lovecraft? Ooh.
Remember what we used to say?
Yeah, of course I do.
Jackpot.
Wow, that's very reminiscent of the ending in DMC1. But obviously, Vergil's there with him.
Dying words.
They literally jumped in for them. Mission clear. That was only 12 minutes. Oh, well, I did restart it. Okay, that makes sense. Save. Now it's time for the ending. The real finale. I'm pretty sure Vergil is the final boss. I guess they get back here, and then since they're right by each other, they have to have a duel. So, this takes place before DMC 1 and 2, and Vergil doesn't show up in... Oh, wait, no, Vergil is in 1. So even if Dante kills him here, he's not really dead, because he shows up in 1 as that boss.
What a surprise. Here I was looking for you, and lo and behold, you come to me.
Mary.
Don't ever call me that again. My mother was the only one who could say my name.
Wait. Please. Do you really want to shoot me? Can you shoot me?
We're about to find out.
What have I done wrong? Even heroic Sparta sacrificed a woman so that he could become a legend. I wish to be a god! And I sacrificed one miserable human being for that reason. That is all. Was that really so awful?
I think he was going to do a lot worse once he got that power, though. He wasn't really making a good campaign for himself.
Mary died a long time ago. My name is Lady. Goodbye, Father.
That gasp.
I wasn't gonna cry.
Screaming souls. Credit. I might have the Vergil. No, I doubt I have the Vergil style still equipped. That's probably a one-time thing. We're in a river.
No way. You got your own.
Is it Lethe?
I want yours too. wasting time!
We are the sons of Sparta. Within each of us flows his blood. But more importantly, his soul! And now, my soul is saying it wants to stop you!
The delivery. Wants to stop you!
Unfortunately, our souls are at odds, brother. I need more power.
And we're supposed to be twins.
Twins. Right.
Okay, this is a proper final boss. It's a weird perspective. Oh, I forgot about that. That was a big opening. Get out of that. Got gimped. Not yet. Not getting close enough to start using those. Also, if I use health items and then I hit continue, do I still have them? I don't think I do. So I should be careful with those. Unless I'm willing to restart this mission. Actually, this whole mission is just fighting him, right? So I actually can use continues and health items and just load. I can't just attack him whenever I'm close. It's not always going to stagger him. Okay, so if I do a gap closer after that, that's a good opportunity to hit him. Comboed me. Huh. I don't know if I interrupted that attack. I didn't hear the orbs go off. Okay, that's not... I thought I'd have an opening there. he has a lot of HP. Did I just kick him? I'm going to use HP items here because I can always restart the mission if I want. So I can use as much of this as I want in the fight. I really don't want to cheese it big time, though. Should have walked a bit more. Huh? If he blocks that attack, he can counterattack me for free with that attack where he drops out of the air. Oof, I was right in the middle of that. I didn't think he would do it another time. Okay. That's what that does. Pretty far away that time. This camera angle. Okay, what is this? Oh, jeez. So disrespectful to use a bazooka in a proper sword fight. Although I've been using handguns. I'm just running around. Is there another phase or something?
Am I being defeated?
What's wrong? Is that all you got? Come on.
I like that the Vergil fights aren't super gimmicky. Every time you get hit, you don't feel cheated.
The portal to the human world is closing, Dante. Because the amulets have been separated.
Let's finish this, Vergil. I have to stop you. Even if that means killing you.
It's very classic cinematography there, the camera work.
No one can have this, Dante. It's mine. It belongs to a son of Sparta. Leave me and go if you don't want to be trapped in the demon world. I'm staying. This place was
So he hanged around here, which is why he shows up as he does in DMC1. Yeah, he's fine. I'm glad they bring Vergil back in 5. Obviously, I haven't watched anything about DMC5 yet, but video thumbnails and stuff, some things got out. Like, obviously, Vergil was in 5, but I would assume him to be in 5 anyway, so if he dies for real in 5, that's going to be sad. He's a good character.
What an ordeal. You're still here.
Does he give back the gun? The rocket launcher.
No late charges, I hope.
I'll think about it.
Does he get to rebuild his shop?
We should be fine for now. But I'm sure they'll be back soon. Very soon.
You can say that again. Oh, ha, ha.
Are you crying?
Can anyone read lips?
It's only the rain.
And for those who can you read the lips of
Already
PS2 era 3D models?
Devils never cry.
I see. Maybe somewhere out there, even a devil may cry when he loses a loved one. Don't you think?
Maybe.
By the way,
My ear!
looks like we're gonna be busy for a while.
What did you say as his ear is bleeding?
Bring it on. I love this. This is what I live for. I'm absolutely crazy about it.
That little smile at the end. Ooh, playable credits. So it doesn't show you the HUD, but you can switch between weapons still. Oh, look, he handed back the rocket launcher, but I have it. Look, 2 rocket launchers confirmed. Time to make some theory videos with a clickbaity title and thumbnail. Did Dante really give back the rocket launcher? You know nobody's reading the credits while they're playing this. Oh yeah, I was getting sidetracked. I was getting so into being able to go all out here in the credits that I forgot to do a little fresh impressions like I normally do during the credits. So DMC3, obviously, if you couldn't tell already, is my favorite out of the first 3. Or all 3 in the DMC HD collection, since it doesn't have 4 in it. Obviously, it's the newest, so that's not a big surprise, because you can definitely tell. The thing is, You can definitely tell that the series has found its identity in 3. Which is why the direction is so strong. Plus, it doesn't suffer from so many bad camera angles like the first 2. Even though there are some weird camera angles every now and then, that's just because there are some fixed camera angles. Well, to an extent. The camera angle isn't fixed, but you can't freely rotate it. That's what I should say. It's not freely rotatable. So, obviously, it's not as jank and frustrating as the first 2. But every now and then it can get in the way, but by no means hindering on the enjoyment of the game. And in addition to the game finding its identity, the boss fights in this one were really cool. The boss fights in this one were the best. Plus, Vergil's in the game. Vergil's a really good character. He really adds to the experience. And once again, this isn't a review proper because if I was going to make an actual review, I would have more time to think about everything. But this game, even being as old as it is, it honestly stands up really well today. Out of the 3, this would be the game, like, obviously, I don't want to play 2 again. I can see myself playing 1 again later on if I ever want to revisit it and just analyze it. Analyze it for its historical significance. Or just, you know, if I were going to do a really in-depth critique of that game, I'd want to be able to have it fresh on my memory, right? If I were to do, like, a really in-depth critique. I'm talking years from now. So I can see myself replaying 1 years from now. But DMC3, this is a game I can see myself replaying many times, just for the sheer fun of it. So it makes me a bit worried that when I start 4, I'm going to be disappointed, because I don't know if it can get much better than this. Oh, hey, look. It's DMC1 Dante. Actually, that looks like DMC2 Dante more. No, that's DMC1.
And he promised to help me hunt down the demons, even though he's part one himself.
I wish you could unlock that skin for DMC3. Maybe, hey, the pool table. Look at that, it's like a dart board. Throwing knife board. I hope it says I unlocked this costume. I don't know if you have unlockable costumes in this, though. I think you do in 5.
Oh, speaking of a kind devil, he finally decided on a name for his shop. It took him quite a while to pick one.
Ooh.
Wanna know the name?
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, that was a short mission. I don't think it was specifically intended to take the player a long time to beat it. It was more of a cinematic thing. I didn't even have to cheese it. Obviously, I used a bunch of health items, which I'm not going to regret because I was purposely stockpiling my red orbs for the end of the game, like I usually do in games where you can use consumables instead of using them throughout. So that way, you know, I'm basically saving my reward for the end. Ranks. So the star, is that the secret mission? I think that is. Heck of a start. Congratulations. I do hate being considered normal. What? What? That's an interesting... Might as well take a picture of that, put it on Twitter. I'll put it on Twitter and say how I beat the game and how the episodes will be on YouTube shortly. But if you're watching this, it's already on YouTube, obviously. It's like you have all the bosses there. Hard mode, selectable, gallery, Bloody Palace. Oh, Bloody Palace mode. That's like a mode where you can have infinite waves. I don't know if it's infinite, but just a bunch of waves of enemies, right? Because I know DMC5 recently got a Bloody Palace update, which is like enemy waves Vergil is now selectable. You can... Hey, a new costume has been added. Yeah, I didn't think they would do it. So I bet it's the DMC1 costume. And I like the DMC1 costume. I'm glad that his default look is different than his look in 1, just because he's younger and it should look different. But personally, I do like the DMC1 look more. Movies, yeah, the cutscenes, the illustrations. So apparently you can play as Vergil, and you can play as I already said I wanted to replay the game. This makes me want to even more. So this game definitely has the best replay value too. Yes. I also heard some people complain about Lady in this game, as in they thought she wasn't a good character. Like, they thought that was the one thing in this game they didn't like. I don't really see why. Obviously, she's a really simple character, but I don't think that's a bad thing. So I'm assuming that little crest there indicates that I've beaten the game already. So I guess if you load it, maybe it starts New Game Plus, because it says 20 clear instead of it saying 19. Okay, so if you select the file, you can replay any of the missions on normal and then start it on hard. I already stated how it's weird that you can't move down. So for example, like, if I've beaten all the missions on normal, I should be able to replay any of them I want on easy because I'm moving down. So if I've beaten it on normal, I can beat it on easily. I can beat it on easy if I've beaten it on normal, you know? It makes sense that you can't move up, so it would make sense that if you were playing on easy, you couldn't skip straight to mission 20 on normal because you didn't really earn it, but my point is clear. You know what I'm talking about. It's not really an issue, it's just weird. Bloody Palace, total ranking, gallery. Save again just to be safe. Make a second one. Oh yeah, I never figured out what the difference between gold and yellow is. Said I was going to look it up. I should do it now. I wonder if it's significant or not. Exiting this screen without saving. I already saved. Already on it. Okay, so that was my blind playthrough of Devil May Cry 3. I always wanted to get into this series, and I'm really glad I did. And I knew that 3 was notoriously the best one. But I'm glad that I didn't jump right into it, because even though it would have still been just as fun, I really want to appreciate it as much as possible. And so I'm really glad that I played 1 and 2 beforehand, just so I could get a better appreciation for how far it's come from its origins. So, trying to think if I have anything else to say. Well, Devil May Cry 4 is next. So, I will be playing that. Not sure if I'm going to be doing it as a YouTube exclusive like this, or if I'm going to do it on stream. Because if I play DMC4 on stream, I can get through it much faster, obviously, because it took me not super long. But if I played DMC3 on stream, instead of making it a YouTube exclusive, I would have finished it much sooner. So, who knows, we'll see. Either way, I'm playing DMC4. I'll get it. Also, I'm not sure if I should buy a used PS3 version of DMC4, or if I should just download it on the PS4, because you can download it on the PS4. I'll probably wind up downloading it, so I can take pictures and record footage and stuff on the PS4 itself. I don't think I've seen this before. Oh cool, it's showing you what you can do as Vergil. So if you play as Vergil, I'm curious what the cutscenes would be like. So would it still show the cutscenes with Dante? Or would it reverse the roles where Dante is the one in the tower and Vergil's the one trying to open the shop? That would be weird. Let's let this music play out. It's a really good soundtrack. And that will conclude the DMC3 playthrough.
Oh, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, huh?
You got that right.
Father? I don't have a father. I just don't like you, that's all.
Or you can expect a spanking from Daddy later. Just as going to spank your butt, spank you on the bar.
You showed up.
So he's a demon too.
Quite frankly, at first, I didn't give a damn. But because of you, I know what's important now. I know what I need to do.
Ooh, I love a fast woman.
I thought I wasn't gonna cry.
No doubt, you've got some fun planned for me. Right, Vergil?
Dante.
The once sealed gate to the demonic world will open.
Looks like this is gonna be one hell of a party.
Devil may cry.